A cardinal with the Vatican has been convicted of sexually assaulting 2 choir boys. Now, his name is Cardinal George Pell, and what's important to keep in mind, well, there are 2 things to keep in mind. First off, he plans on appealing these convictions, but more importantly, he is a very high-ranking official within the Vatican. In fact, he's considered the 3rd highest-ranking official. And so this is a huge blow to the Vatican Church. I think that this is long overdue, and hopefully, justice will be served in the end. Again, I do mention that he plans on appealing this, but one thing to keep in mind is that prosecutors actually dropped separate charges against him, stemming from the alleged assault of young boys. As a result, he will not face another trial. So basically, what had happened was he was convicted of this back in December. But they were withholding, this information from going public until now. And in the middle of those negotiations, apparently prosecutors finally agreed to drop additional charges against him. I don't know why they did that, but again, he does plan on appealing the convictions that he has received. Now, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I just want to say, his lawyers made a big deal out of that. There was a lot of charges, but we got a lot of them dismissed. I don't think that proves your case in the way that you think it does.
Right.
That means a lot of different victims came forward, and somehow you were able to beat back some of them. But that's not that convincing for him not doing it. One of the victims, I was going to say alleged, but remember, he's been convicted, was 13 years old.
Let me give you the details. According to the Washington Post, Pell caught the 2 boys drinking sacramental wine in a changing room. He told the boys they were in trouble, exposed himself, pushed one of the boys close to his penis, and then placed his penis in the other boy's mouth.
This is obviously incredibly uncomfortable, but it has to be talked about. One of the victims said, look, I don't want to be a poster child for this issue. I just want to take care of my family. I'm not trying to, I don't want to be in the news. But he's like, but this happened, it happened. And so there should be some sort of justice.
Yes.
And it's not too much to ask for. And what drives me crazy is people who act shocked. And so.
Yes, can I give you that quote? And it's a statement from the Australian Catholic Bishops' Conference. Pell's conviction has shocked many across Australia and around the world, except it hasn't. I mean, that's part of the problem. The Catholic Church has been covering up for this type of behavior for decades. So it's not shocking. If anything, what I personally find shocking, I can't speak for everyone else, is that someone who ranks so high within the church, the Catholic Church, is finally facing consequences for their actions.
Look, so religious folks get prepared to get offended. And I know you guys are easily triggered. I'm triggered by the actually kids being molested. So, but religious leader, more likely to commit these kind of offenses. And it doesn't matter, it's not just about Christianity, also true in Islam, also true in Judaism. Religious leaders do it seemingly very often. Why? Strike 2, because they have a power and often unquestioned power. The sky god told me that you were to listen to me and never question me. Gee, I wonder if anybody would ever abuse that power. And in the case of the Catholics, and this happens in Islam as well, so you're not allowed to have sex under certain circumstances. For the priests, they're not ever allowed to get married. So you have pent up frustration. We have a DNA that says we need to have sex. You say you're not allowed to have sex, and now you have nearly unlimited power, and there's kids all around you. You think a certain percent, all of them, no way, but a certain percentage won't act on that and commit these heinous crimes? You're nuts to be shocked. Be careful with religious leaders. I mean, you're gonna trust your kids to them, okay, but I'm just telling you, be super careful. Like what you see? Click the subscribe button below and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another video from the Young Turks.